Greetings, fellow Portal Masters. Greetings, fellow Portal Masters. I am Crash Rowsell, and it's once again time to crash the Skylanders with the brand new Locke here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a big break in between the locks, but there's a big reason about it. It's because I was doing a new setup. So you might notice anything different. You might notice something right here. We're going to talk about that more into detail in this episode. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on the screen, it's the Skylander Giants. I was going to say Giant CoreLocke. Skylander Giants CoreLocke here on the channel. I'm so excited to jump back into Giants, even though it is my least favorite Skylander game, but I'm excited to go back and hopefully beat this lock because, spoiler alert, if you guys didn't know, I actually lost the first lock that I did on Giants when I did the Giant lock. So today we're doing the CoreLocke, and as you can see on the screen, right over, I think there, if I'm not mistaken, you can see all of the Skylander cores that are in it. So I'm going to be playing as Skylanders I truly dislike. So this will be really fun. So, this new little setup here, you may hear the audio is a little different. I'm actually recording through my microphone. That's why this is here. So, my face cam is here, and look at this. You hear that? I have a rolling setup behind me now, and I'm right beside my actual computer, and the gameplay is right in front of me. So this is a really cool setup for me. I think this is going to be a lot better for me recording for this, honestly, half hour, any other videos I want to do. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to hop right in to the playthrough here. So long story short, I actually did this playthrough before. I sat down and I was planning on doing it. As you can see, the bottom one is at 8% because I was actually recording this series, but then I decided to stop it. So we're going to delete this save game, and we're going to start brand new from here. And as always, we're going to play on hard. We're not playing on Nightmare because I don't hate myself. We're going to be playing on hard. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, if you don't know what the locks are, it's very simple. So, I've done 6 of these so far, so you can go back and watch the death montage, and you're saying, okay. Well, the locks are very simple. I'm only allowed to use a certain amount of Skylanders in the lock, and this lock happens to be the cores from Giants. So I'm only going to be using, as you can see on the side, Flashwing, I'm looking down at them, Flashwing, Knight Rider, Jet-Vac, Chill, Pop Fizz, Shroom Boom, Hot Dog, and Sprocket. They're the only 4 I'm allowed to, 8 I'm allowed to use. And at any time in the game when it comes up saying a Skylar of a certain element is Shrine Zone, I have to switch to that Skylander, no questions asked. And I cannot switch out until something comes up. And that something, unfortunately, could be defeated. Because, unfortunately, if a Skylander is defeated in battle, they are considered dead, and I can never use them again. It's pretty simple. There's no alternate rules for this one. I don't think I'm going to go outside of the battle for this one. As you can see on the side, there is a question of the day, but I want to let you know that this series is the last time I'm doing a question of the day, because from now on, after this lock, I'm going to be doing a little subscriber shout-out at the bottom. So, yes. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do hard. We're going to let you guys listen to the intro. I've heard this so many times, but regardless, we got to enjoy. Welcome to Super Toy Planet. RIP. I'm assuming this is like a Toys R Us ripoff. Very interesting toy store, I gotta say. I'd shop here. And it's surrounded by dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. So let me know if you enjoy this setup. It's pretty much looks the same as what it was. I might sound different. I'm doing an audio test for this one to see how I sound. So this might be the one and only episode you see this microphone. So let's get into the video. I'm so excited.
Where am I? Oh, wait! I remember now. It was Eon and those miserable Skylanders who banished me to this idiot wasteland. Note to self. After I take over Skylands, come back and destroy this place!
I'd like to see you try, Kaos.
Who said that? Well, look what we have here. Mighty Skylanders, frozen with fear in my awesome presence!
I could move. I'd be dropping the hammer on you right now.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Aw, but you can't, can you? Know why? Because I am a Portal Master, and you're not. And in case you hadn't noticed, my powers far exceed any of yours. Glumshanks.
Lord Chaos? Oh, I've been looking everywhere. You seem to be someplace called Earth. I believe it's the homeworld of those portal masters.
I've already figured that out, fool. And because of my superior awesome abilities, I am well on my way to devising a plan for my escape. And there it is!
A portal?
Exactly! These foolish human fools have obviously underestimated me. So long, sky losers!
Oh, sir, I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, portal masters aren't supposed to use portals on themselves.
Silence, Glumshanks! Now, prepare for my triumphant return!
Scared me. It scared me.
Greetings, Portal Master. I am Eon,
Yeah.
and I have come to guide you on a great journey. Welcome to Skylanders, a magical world of wonder and adventure, protected by the greatest heroes ever known, the Skylanders.
I like those guys. I like those Skylander peoples. Look, Gil grinds. Yeah, Jet-Vac.
It had long been my duty to watch over the Skylanders and lead them, but this task has been given to you. And now you have found a giant, which is
did?
why I have sought you out. Giants were the first Skylanders from long ago, and they have not been seen in Skylands for a very long time. I believe you have found them for a reason. To better understand, let us look back 10,000 long years, to a time when Skylands was ruled by an evil empire of robots known as the Archeans.
So I'm recording this video in front of my computer, obviously. So I'm sitting on my chair. So if you hear any kind of like creak or something, that would be the chair. It's not like that. That wasn't me. That was the chair. I'm excited. Let's do this. Skylands 10,000 years ago. That was only like a couple weeks, I think.
This was a dark time for Skylands. The peaceful Mabu had been taken from their homes and forced to build massive monuments for the evil Archean Empire.
Jeez, he almost killed him. You see that? He basically died just then.
But the iron rule of the Archeans would give rise to a new age of heroes, the Skylanders. Now, place one of your Skylanders on the portal of power.
Alright, so with the first episode, it doesn't give us an element. It's not until the second episode where they gotta do elements. So what I usually do for the first episode is I'm a little biased and I take my favorite Skylander. But let's switch it up. We're gonna use my least favorite Skylander. Yeah. Lock number 7, we're switching it up, baby. So, as I said, I'm only allowed to use all the Skylanders, but for this one, I actually have all the Skylanders at least to level 10, and they have all of their abilities. So each one has a different path and everything. What I'm going to do is when they pop up, I'm going to show you the path, if it's the first time using them.
Oh, the sky's the limit.
So as you can see, I have Jet-Vac on the top path, because I think the Vac Blaster is probably the best thing to use, even though I don't like Jet-Vac at all. And they have other soul gems and all that too. So we are ready for this battle here. I have to remember that there is no jumping. For the first 2 games, there was no jumping.
You can interact with
So I gotta remember that X is actually shooting instead of just jumping. So I'm gonna get a little used to the space cam too, because it's very closer to me than the other one, so I don't have a lot of leeway because my head gets cut off pretty easy. But I think this is it's gonna be a wicked way for me to be able to record stuff easier. It's not a lot of setup too. Everything's already pretty much pre-set up. The only thing I gotta do is just plug my headphones in and put my camera on the tripod. That's literally it. So
Stay back, you things! I'm warning you.
yeah, watch out. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pat. I'm telling you why. Oh yeah.
I knew one day help would come, and here you are.
Quickly, follow me.
So Jet-Vac is fully leveled out because he's a part of Crash Smash this season.
Listen, everyone, the Skylanders are here. They're gonna free us so we can get home. We're safe. I know a secret way into the tunnels, but we need you to take care of the guards.
Okay.
My name's Gigantus, and I want to help too. I might be a little thick-headed, but maybe I can show you a few things.
And this is where he shows you how to pick up a rock.
It's good to be giant, because you can do stuff like this.
Too bad none of my characters are giants right now, as you can see on the side there.
Okay, Skylander.
Alright, so if you saw my video that I said I bought every single Skylander at this thrift store, I bought a big portal, and unfortunately I use these Imaginators portal, and it doesn't fit on the top properly, so it falls off. So I'm not using that thing, unfortunately. I just have them all laid on top of a on top of the cases that I have my Skylanders in.
Down and break through cracks. Giants can
But it's a million times easier. I can literally just reach over and just switch them out. It's like, this is a way better setup for me. It makes me feel more professional, so I like that. Hello, goodbye, good band. Woo! Here we go, folks.
This is a chompy pit.
Of course it is.
An unpleasant place Archeans often put prisoners. Defeat all the enemies in here to open this gate.
Think you could do it, Jet-Vac, or you think you're gonna suck at it? Get it? Because he is a vacuum. Here we go. We're just gonna suck them all in. How about that? There we go. Look at that. Easy kills. Wow, look at that. His vacuum's really... Oh! He just stopped. He just happened to just stop doing the vacuum. Just then. He did it all on his own. I'm so proud of him that he just shot the vacuum and nothing and then he just stopped doing it. Let's see how good the vacuum is on this dude.
Good
Killed him
job.
pretty
The
fast.
gate is now open.
So the one thing about these locks is...
Hey, up here, Skylander. Just use those bounce pads. Come on.
So the one thing about these locks is, if you guys seen my Dragon Lock, the first one I did on Sprawler's Adventure, you know that I
Use
actually
this bounce pad to reach
fell
the
in
top.
love with Sunburn. I think Sunburn is excellent. And it was because of that lock. So who knows, this lock but also Ninjini was in the Giant Lock, and I still don't like Ninjini, especially in Giants. But we'll see if my opinions change when it comes to these locks with you know, Sprocket and Jet-Vac.
He's the one keeping us all here. And believe me, he's tough.
I can take him. Can I put this murder?
But if you could just break those chains that are holding him up, kablamo! We'll be home free.
Kablamo? Is he related to Tessa? That'd be interesting. Let's go. We're just gonna jet on over here. Get it? Whoa! What's those giant things of air? Oh, I forgot he likes. You can suck enemies up and shoot giant things of air out.
On the site of our glorious temples. Return to your post at once and resume serving your Archean master.
Excuse me, young man. I am not your master.
I insist you refrain from trying to defeat me.
Big gusts of wind. If I'm not mistaken, I got those when I sucked up the chompies that time.
Is not allowed.
I can do what I want, bro. You can't stop me. Here, come here. Oh yeah, come on down. You're the next contestant to get sucked right up. That should have been his catchphrase instead of Hawk and Aw. It should have been step right up. You're the next contestant to get sucked up. That could be taken inappropriately also. I love how his one giant air destroys that thing in one shot. That's pretty cool. And another murder just happens. Wow. They just love that. Here you go, guys. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over, baby. Look at this chompy running away. Look at him. Oh, he couldn't get away. He could not get away from the sucking action.
Your attempt to destroy me is completely unauthorized.
There we go. It sucks that I can't destroy it until he destroys his own little rocks on the top. For some reason, I can't destroy it until he destroys those rocks.
Initiating. Getting really angry.
There we go.
Falling sequence stone.
Fly! Have a great fall! And it's funny because it is fall now once this video gets uploaded.
Quickly, Back to our village!
By the ancients, we're free!
You're welcome. About time Jet-Vac does something good for once.
Yes. Thank you. You have given us hope. Perhaps now, with the help of the Skylanders, we can finally bring down the Archeans so all of Skylands can be free.
And interestingly enough, in another 10,000 years, you did! Good job, guys! But unfortunately, in 10,000 years' time, they come back to it. And who goes 39 of 40? How did I miss? I never got all the enemies?
You see, Portal
Yeah?
Master, that was only the beginning of a great battle. For the invasion of the Archean Empire had already spread far and wide. To truly stop them, the Giants had to face the Robot King and remove the source of his power.
So let's sit here and watch the story of the Giants when I'm playing with the core. The Jet-Vacs just are like, I just saved y'all. And now let's just let the Giants do their thing. Look at Eyebrow back there, my boy. I love Eyebrow. He's my favorite giant, even though you go to my top 5 Giants video, and it's Swarm. It's it. Spoilers for a future ranked video. Pew! Nice hit. I love how Eyebrow. Someone doesn't do anything, if I'm not mistaken. Swarm and Hothead, I don't think do anything to this big guy. Oh no, Swarm yeets up Tree Rex. Yeah, there we go. Yeet! Uppercut. I like how all those robots couldn't stop them. Like, I know they're powerful beings, but look at all of these robots.
Without the Fist of Arcus, or a king to command them, the evil robot legions fell silent.
Bouncer and Hothead did nothing. Thumbtack I don't think did anything either. Weird though. They're like, they had all of them there, but 3 of them didn't do anything.
Swept from Skylanders, where they have not been seen until now.
Too bad that they not going to be seen this episode, this series. They're all dead in canon. In Crash of Skylands canon, they're all dead.
Skylands needs your help.
Okay.
But fear not, Portal Master. You will not be on this adventure alone. Behold!
Ooh, exciting. Wow, yowie, wowie.
So, what do you think of my ship, huh? She's a beauty.
There's Big Mouth Flynn.
I don't know, Flynn.
He's got such a large mouth.
She seems more like a fixer-upper.
Yeah, Callie, she's got character, all right. Guy who sold it to me gave me a great deal, too. Seemed kind of desperate to get rid of it, actually.
Flynn!
Ahoy there, Hugo. So, now that I've got the ship here all ship-shape, what's your big plan?
Master Eon says something big is happening in Skylands, and we need to find out what's going on. There's an old hermit in the Outlands who saw something very important. You must go see him.
Is it
Master
Hermit?
Eon has contacted a portal master.
Actually, I think that's his actual name. Go think about it.
Well, I'll tell you, Hugo. When adventure calls, I can. Wait, did you say giants?
Yes, they're back. So
Are
where
they
you
though?
going?
Are they
There's
actually
lots to do.
Hugo?
Here's a map to where you need to go.
Well, Kelly, it seems that fate has brought us together again. Fate and, of course, my overwhelmingly handsome good looks. That's
I put the
right.
microphone closer to me
Here it
so I can
comes.
hear myself better.
Boom!
Boom! Enjoy that one, microphone. I'm probably gonna adjust the microphone for a little bit closer to me for the next few episodes.
Although we first might want to stop off and pick up a couple of spare parts or two.
And some Chupalupas and beef jerky. Is Chupalupas a thing? Did I just say something kind of insulting? Oopsie daisies. All right. So that's technically the first episode over, but now we got to do this little cutscene where it leads to the second episode. But we'll, this is technically chapter 2, but we're gonna do a little stop, obviously, and next week we'll get a new episode. So just give me a second to have a little chat there, everybody, before we continue on there. Chapter 2 we're doing next episode.
Alrighty. We gotta make a quick pit stop before we shove off to find that hermity fella.
What do you expect to find around here?
Oh, you can find a lot of things around here, Callie. Maybe even love.
And another dead Mabu. Can someone in the comments leave a Mabu death counter and do timestamps and all that stuff?
You arrived just in time, too. Here's the dealio. First thing we need for our trip is probably the most important thing ever. Now, I get it myself, of course, but because of a misunderstanding, I'm not really allowed to set foot on this island. Hey, it's a long story.
I believe
And
it.
I'm sure a fascinating one.
So if you could just go pick it up for me, Callie can get going on some minor repairs, which I'll oversee.
Of course. Well, that's going to do it for the debut episode of the Giants CoreLocke. If you guys enjoyed, let me know, leave a like in the comment below. Remember to answer the question today because, as always, this is going to be the last of it. There's no more question of the day after this series. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. But if you guys enjoyed, let me know, leave a like in the comment below. Remember, come back next week for another episode of this. I'm going to say these are coming out on Fridays. I might have changed that for some reason. But yes, come back next Friday for another episode of the Giants CoreLocke. Let's see if I can actually beat it this time. But as always, I bid you